Hello, hooray, it's hump day. You've made it to Wednesday's workout. We're going to begin with the 100. So let's begin lying down on the back. You can choose to bring the legs to a tabletop position, take them long to the ceiling, make a V in the feet, or lower them to a challenging angle. Raise the chin to chest from the upper belly and begin pumping in 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep hollowing out the stomach and squeeze those legs together. Reach long through the legs. And breathing out 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. 3 more breaths, please. Nice, long, strong, energized arms. Last one. Take your exhale and relax down. Good job. Hug the knees in. And we're going to come into a variation of the roll-up for the obliques. So let's take the legs down long, forming a V in the feet so that everything is centered in the middle of your body. From here, we're going to open the right leg a few inches out to the right, and we're going to cross and stack the left leg on top. As we roll up, we will be heading to the outside, the right side of the feet. Arms stretch long overhead. We're going to inhale, chin to chest and curl. So I want you to pull and squeeze from here. Reach long till you feel a stretch, and then roll back down, bone by bone. Articulate the spine. We're going to center out the upper body so that the waist out through the arms overhead is laying on that centered midline, and we have the legs asymmetrical off to the side on a diagonal. That helps to draw into those obliques, really pull and hollow and round out. And again, we'll inhale, chin to chest, curl up and reach long and over, out through the legs. Draw the inner thighs together, lift through the pelvic floor. You can squeeze the tush to help stabilize you here. Up and over and melt it down. We've got one more to the right side. Inhale, chin to chest. That's it. Keep going. These aren't easy. Stick with me. And relax down. We're going to open the leg to the left side. Center out the upper body. The right leg crosses up and on top. Draw the shoulder blades down, and here we go. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, reaching out and over. Again, you want to stay twisted on that diagonal until you come back down to the mat where you will level out the body. Inhale, chin to chest, start heading on that angle. Should feel this in your obliques. If you're not feeling it in the side body, make sure you've got enough of a twist. As always, nothing should be uncomfortable. No back pain here. And melt it down. Okay, 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Fold forward without collapsing that stomach. Melt it down. Last time. Up and over. And settle back down with control. Good job. We've got another one for the obliques. It's oblique day. We're going to bring the legs up. We're coming into crisscross. So we'll start the legs in a tabletop. Find your neutral position to begin here. We're going to stack the palm of one hand on top of the other behind the head with the elbows wide. We're going to raise the chin to chest. Take your inhale here. With the exhale, we will cross to the right, like you're bringing the left shoulder and armpit over to the right hip. We want to keep those elbows open. They continue to expand and spread wide to the sides of the room. The upper body stays lifted the whole time. Please take care of your neck with this. We want to keep it relaxed and supported. We don't want to crank on it, and we don't want to strain it. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Two more each way, please. Last set. Stretch the opposite leg long across the room, back to center, and soften down. Good job. So we're going to set the feet down. We're going to roll to the side and press up. We're going to come onto the stomach. So we're going to come into single leg kicks and double leg kicks. We're going to draw down, keeping the legs in parallel. If you want to make this a little bit easier and take pressure off the back, the legs will be spread apart. They can be to the distance of your hips or even a little bit wider. You can open them to the width of the mat. To make this tougher, you bring them in tighter, okay? So I like to do this about sit bone distance apart. For the upper body, we're gonna zip up through the belly so we're not sagging and hanging and dropping into the low back. I'm gonna press through my forearms. So I can have hands flat, I can have fists like I'm holding candlesticks, I can also draw them together into the center, and I like to cup one hand over the other if I do that position. You're gonna look up naturally in front, draw the shoulders down, and what we'll do is bend the right knee like you're bringing that foot in towards the bottom. You're gonna pulse it twice and stretch it out. As you do this, you're gonna take care that you're not lifting up through the hip. We wanna keep it really still through the pelvis, zip up through belly. So we're gonna exhale in and stretch it out. And exhale, pulse and stretch. That's it. Point those toes. You should feel a stretch through the quadricep. You're also pulling that leg in from the hamstring. So you have hamstring work and a quadricep stretch. Exhale, pull in. One more, please. Relax down. Now we are going to connect the legs together in a V, so heels are together. We're going to come down, and I want you to turn your head to one side. So you're going to rest down on the cheek, and perhaps you'll get a little bit of a neck stretch right away. We're going to take 3 fingers on the right hand here. So I'm taking my pointer, middle, and ring finger. I'm going to grab them with the left hand, lift them as high as I can on the back, and then let the elbows hang down. So get a really wonderful, lovely stretch here. Heels together, zip up through the belly. Now both legs will bend as if they were one leg. We're going to pulse them in 3 times towards the bottom. They're going to stretch and extend. The arms shoot back. We're going to open up the chest, keep the belly zipped. As we lay down, I'm going to bring the opposite cheek down. Lift the arms all the way up. Let the elbows drop. So we're going to pulse, 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 and stretch. Now I'm going to switch my grip with my hand. So my right hand grabs the 3 fingers on my left, and I'm going to keep alternating the direction of the head. So pulse, 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 squeeze and stretch. Lift from the glutes, working the lower back here, but no discomfort. Keep this hand grasp, turn the head to the right, and pulse, 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 and stretch. So we have 4 more of these, and every 2 we switch hands. So now the left hand's grabbing the right fingers. We pulse, 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 and stretch. Should be a lovely stretch. It's so, so good for opening up the chest. And press, 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 and reach. Get long through the body. Switch your clasp and draw it in. Nice tight legs and stretch and squeeze. Last one. Press, 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 and stretch. Oh, and relax down. We're going to press up and back into a child's pose. You can keep this narrow, or you can take the knees open a little bit wider, which usually helps release the low back a bit more. And just breathe here. Continue to hollow up through the stomach. Stretch the arms out in front of you. And just get heavy here. Let the body get soft for a couple of breaths. We're going to finish today's workout with bridging. So we'll come on to the back like we started, full circle. We'll come on to the back. Let's roll down through the spine, hollow out the stomach. And then we're going to place the feet about hip distance apart in line with your sit bones in parallel. Find your neutral position here. So arms come long by your sides. On your exhale, you'll begin to flatten the back and roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Weight is even through the feet. You're going to lift the hips, but keep weight centered on the mid-back. So you should be able to turn your head really easily here. There's no increased pressure on the neck. We're going to take another inhale here. Exhale, melt down. Make sure the toes are spread wide and the feet are relaxed. Good. Again, inhale to prepare. Exhale, peel it up. You're imagining there's a small ball between the knees that you're squeezing gently. And exhale to lower down, always moving on the out breath. There's a tendency for the knees to want to splay outward with bridging, and that is the reason I want you to imagine there's a little ball between the knees. Exhale up, take an inhale at the top, and melt it down. So we're going to try 3 more of these, and we're going to add a piston to it. So we're going to exhale, peel up, and hold. On your inhale, you're going to lift the right knee 90 degrees. Steady it. Don't allow the pelvis to drop or droop or shake. If you're unable to complete this with the pelvis still, try just raising the heels instead of marching the legs up to 90 degrees. Melt down. Let's take it back up. Let's start with the left leg this time. Left leg lifts and lowers. Right leg lifts and lowers. Okay, so I lied to you. We're gonna do 2 more so we can be even on which leg leads. We're gonna exhale, draw up, squeeze that stomach, press through the feet, through the hamstrings. Right leg inhales up, exhales down. Alternate and down. Okay, now just 1 more time, I promise. And hollow that belly and press up, lift the legs, stabilize here. This is a lot of work. This is so fabulous for stabilizing the pelvis, strengthening through the sacroiliac joints. Melt all the way down, roll to the side, press yourself up. Great, great job. I will see you tomorrow for Thursday's Daily 5. Bye.